Hey guys, what's going on and welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be playing with Jund Sacrifice in traditional historic ranked. Now this deck I think is the best deck in the meta at the moment. My last video was also a Jund Sacrifice vid if you want to check that out. But I was thinking I would carry on with the Jund Sacrifice videos because I think this is the best deck which you guys could use to rank up. Now I think we're playing against another Jund Sacrifice deck here now, piloted by Carlos Ramal. Yep, it would seem like that. And unfortunately we've got probably one of the worst cards in the deck, that being Dreadhorde Butcher, which is unfortunate, but it's something we've got to live with. We also need to draw a land at the moment, but hopefully the lands come our way. Okay. Alright, well, I'm more than happy to trade off the Butcher here. It's unlikely we're going to get any more value out of it, and we want to draw cards, so especially now that we've got that additional land for Collected Company. Okay. So now we'll pass over to his turn. This is basically a face-up Collected Company for him, but I don't really mind. So we're thinking about cards that he could have. He could go into a red source and claim my Midnight Reaper, which would mean we would try and get a Woe Strider off of our... Okay, and so holding up Collected Company was enough to get that guy to concede, which is a bit weird. He might have just been having a rough day on Arena. But let's go into the second game against him. So against Jund Sacrifice lists, I would take out 4 copies of Dreadhorde Butcher as standard, add in 2 copies of Korvold and 2 copies of a Braid. A Braid kills basically their whole deck. Maybe not Korvold, but it kills Mayhem Devil, Priest, Woe Strider, and those are kind of the 3 main issues that we will come up against. This guy might actually be running just a Golgari sacrifice list, which is weird because you're losing out on Claim and Mayhem Devil, which are kind of the best cards in the deck. How greedy do you want to be? Okay. Well, this guy seems to be mulliganing down. So... well, you know, the one lander paid off. The one lander definitely paid off there. I remember when I won the Red Bull UK qualifier, in my final game, I was playing against what is it? It was Team of Reclamation, and what do we want? Let's play like this. And I kept a one lander in the final game, and I managed to bring it out, which probably isn't the best thing to have done, but I was feeling like, you know, if I'm gonna win this, you know, I'm gonna have to get lucky. It was a hand like it had like a cat, 2 ovens and 2 devils, amongst other things. Okay. So he doesn't have a devil, which is nice to know. We'll play out Priest. Priest is better than Woe Strider in this situation, especially when our Woe Strider includes playing a land untapped. We could have played Stomping Ground untapped and claimed for Goose. He would have sacrificed it, of course. However, it would have taken him off his 5th mana this turn for the Jegantha. So we have to think about that. Okay, so he's got a claim to get rid of our priest. No problem. Okay, what do we want to play here? I think we just go for Woe Strider. Solid card, and we can try and scry for a land. Keep swinging in with our cats, getting the damage through. We really don't care about Jegantha. We can just sacrifice a Cauldron Familiar over and over again to block the combat damage. That's not a problem at all. Okay. Jegantha. Going to sacrifice the goat. We're just looking for a land here. Okay. I think this is worth it. Also, by putting it on top, it seems a lot more threatening for this guy. We've got to think about what he thinks we've got as well, which is a big part of Magic, which is underrepresented, is kind of representing things to your opponents. So next, no tax, end turn. Is it going to tap Jegantha for mana? Okay, Woe Strider comes down. Woe Strider, not a problem. We don't mind about that. So by that I mean it's not going to be one of the creatures we want to hit with a claim. All right. Let's do this whole cat combo. You do have to feel sorry for a Cauldron Familiar sometimes. You know, they spend their entire life just being sacrificed to an oven over and over again. I'm going to sacrifice one of these to Woe Strider to try and just hit a land. We do not hit a land, unfortunately. Let's just bring Jegantha to the hand. I'm not sure why he tapped Jegantha to activate that. Doesn't seem that intuitive to me. Maybe just a flex that he's got a... He's really deep in the... Okay, gets another goose. So we need to remember that he's got a lot more life than he's actually representing here. Okay, plays out another Woe Strider. We just need to get a we just need to get another land for Collector Company. Try and find our Mayhem Devils here. So if you guys are still watching, please could you like the video? It means a massive amount to me, and it helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Here we go, spot on. We've got our land now. Just play Collected Company. If we hit a Mayhem Devil, we win the game. We don't, but this is still a really strong position for us to be in. We're now drawing a card with our cat, and that Carlos Romel also sees it as a very strong position for us and decides to concede the game. Okay, let's get into our next game then. Into our next game we go then, and we're playing against Johannes here. This is a very good hand, especially when we don't know what we're playing against. So he doesn't have Jegantha, so it's probably not Jund Sacrifice. Rakdos Arcanist, I think. Okay. We just need to start hitting our land drops now. That Forces is brutal. I think this is a Rakdos Arcanist. No, because he would have had a Luris. Maybe it's Grixis Control. Alright. Let's just try and hit our land drops. If we could get a Woe Strider down, it'd be massive. Okay. What's he gonna do? Okay, he's playing Death Shadow. Minus X, where X is your life total. Okay. Okay. Second Death Shadow. Okay. So how big is our deaths? Would our Death Shadow be then? So we would have we'd swing in for 9, so we'd have to block that with Young Pyromancer, and we would also be swinging in for 4, so we'd swing in for 6, so it wouldn't quite be enough. Okay, we've got to play it this way or else we're just straight up losing. But we've got double claim, so it should be, we should be able to win next turn if he doesn't kill us. Okay, he loses 3 life. Okay, so he's leaving himself dead to double claim. Okay, So let's just go ahead and win this game. We will take a Scourge and we will take a Death Shadow. Let's swing in and win the game. Easy as that. Leave him on -21. Use the guy's deck against him. Okay, so how do we want to sideboard against Death Shadow then? Interesting. Clothis might be a good card. However, Clothis would also just deal them damage. I think we just run it back, to be honest. It's not that much of a threat to us, considering the Cat Oven combo just totally shuts it off. To have been stuck on 2 lands for the majority of that game, I'm quite happy with that. Double claim for the win. The guy played poorly. He could have played it in a way that he wasn't dead to double claim. But then how likely is it for me to have that? Should have just kept 2 creatures up instead. Not got greedy. Alright, now he's just deliberating very hard as to how he wants to sideboard. Have a drink, stay hydrated. And then we'll carry on trying to climb. I mean, I should be mythic by the end of the day, to be honest. I've only ever lost 1 game with this deck, and that was to Mana Screw. And that was out of about 20 games. Okay. Grafdigger's Cage. Irritating, but we can definitely play around it. Okay. Young Pyromancer. Let's play our Dreadhorde Butcher and swing in. Does he block? He shouldn't block, really. I don't think, anyway. It seems poor for him to block. He chooses to block. You've got to kind of respect it. Feed the Swarm. He wants to stop me from playing Collected Company next turn. Let's play Priest. Priest is a really good card against this guy's deck. A for Young Pyromancer plus Feed the Swarm. We'll play another Mayhem Devil. Hopefully this guy will stop. There's a very high chance that he's got some kind of Bone Crusher Giant effect or something like that. This might be a greedy play, going for Collected Company, because Mayhem Devil plus eating the food is also a really good. Especially considering he has a Grafdigger's Cage. That is a very poor play from me. Sometimes you just forget it's there, Okay. Let's play it like this. We should still be winning from this position. just by a lower amount than what we would have been if we'd played Mayhem Devil last turn. Hopefully he's just drawn a land and not another removal spell. If he's drawn another removal spell, it's quite unlikely that we will win this game, but it's fine. Let's see what this guy has in his hand. Master attacks. We'll block like this. We don't die. Oven. I didn't mean to, keep that so brashly, but doesn't. It's irritating. I meant to bottom that. Now we can eat 2 food. We go to 8, the Death Shadow goes to 7. Claim off the top. Not quite claim off the top. Claim off the top would have been nice. Okay. So what do we want to do here? Let's just run it back again. Maybe I should have added a Braids in to deal with the Grafdigger's Cage, but I don't think it's that big of an issue. The deck works really well without it. I think I just made some poor decisions that game with what especially accidentally clicking done and keeping Witch's Oven on top. This is a really nice hand. I like this a lot. Like, the claim is huge in this matchup. The priest is amazing. He's got a lot of removal spells, so Fatal Push. The other thing that we don't mind is taking some damage from our Stomping Grounds. Play it like this. Of course he plays Grafdigger's Cage. We'll swing in with this. We can kill one knight with it. We draw a card. If he wants to, he can Pump the Knight of the Airborne Legion up next turn. This is it's a difficult situation here because we would have wanted to bedevil. We'll draw a card. Another oven. Not exactly great when he's got a cage. Go on, just play your land. Okay, hopefully Jegantha can get us somewhere in this game. Maybe not, considering he gets Thoughtseize off of his castle draw. We could let him keep it, but I don't think we will. Death Shadow. Okay. So our life total's too high to be able to get anything with Death Shadow. Okay, if he keeps losing some life with this, be fine. Here's a decision. Do we take the damage from Death Shadow so that we've got a lethal swing next turn? I think it's a risky one. Sure. He takes some life. Okay. All right. There we go. So we've definitely got lethal here. Because whatever he does, we've got kind of two avenues to beat him by. We can either sack both our creatures, or we could just swing in for lethal with this Death Shadow here. Turns out we would have won. Cool. Alright. Thank you guys ever so much for watching the video, and I'll be back with another video in 2 days. I'm trying to upload videos every other day now, so feel free to like, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff, and in 2 days time I'll be back with another video. Goodbye.